Hello everyone, my name is Vidhi Sharma. I'm assistant professor in Swedish Grammar School of Pharmacy, which is a part of Swedish Grammar University, Jaipur. Today we are going to discuss this aromatic acid topic in your pharmacy, which is in your pharmaceutical organic chemistry second. It comes in your third semester. So in our last lecture, we have already studied about this aromatic acid, that what are the organic aromatic acids, and what are the types of the aromatic acids, and what are the physical and chemical properties of acids of this derivatives of this aromatic acids. So what are the melting point, what are the boiling point, what are the solubility, and what are the substituent effect on this on the aromatic acids, and what are the acidity of this aromatic acid. So here we are going to learn about aromatic acid, that is your benzoic acid. And here also we will learn about the physical property and uses of this aromatic acid, which is your benzoic acid. And also we are going to study about the method of preparation of your benzoic acid, so how benzoic acid is prepared on the industrial scale, and on the lab scale, how we can prepare it, what are its physical chemical properties, what is its color, shape, or what is its order. So here we are, and what are the uses of this benzoic acid. So here we are going to, this is our learning objective of this topic, that is the aromatic acid. Secondly, student outcome. Your student here will going to know about the aromatic acid, which is your benzoic acids, and some questions related to benzoic acids. And here also we are going to know about the property of this aromatic acid, and the method of, and also we're going to know about the uses of benzoic acid and the method of preparation of this benzoic acid. Next is your benzoic acid. So here, firstly, what is your benzoic acid? So as you can see, the structure of this benzoic acid, it is on this aromatic ring, that is benzene ring, and in that this is your COOH functional group. So when functional group COOH is bonded with this benzene ring, then it is your benzoic acid uh, molecule or your compound. This is the structure of your benzoic acid, in which you are having this benzene ring and COOH group is attached. If it is a aliphatic, then it is a carboxylic acid, or you can say any carboxylic acid according to the ring chain, the chain, aliphatic chain. But in case of this benzene, this is the aryl compound, and it is having a benzene ring over it. It is bonded with this carboxylic acid function. So the preferred IUPAC name is its benzoic acid. So benzoic, oic means bench for this, and oic for your or carboxylic acid that is bonded with it. Secondly, the systematic IUPAC name is benzene carboxylic acid, because this is a benzene structure, and this is the COOH, which is your carboxylic acid. Its name is your benzene carboxylic acid, and the other name of this is carboxybenzene. So from the carboxylic acid, the carboxy is used as a prefix, and this carboxy is attached to the benzene ring. That is why its name is carboxybenzene. Next is your dracyclic acid. Dracyclic acid means this is the cyclic structure. That is why it is known as dracyclic acid. Next is your phenyl methanoic acid, because this is also it is also said, it is also named here phenyl, because we are using this COOH as a aliphatic chain. That is why this carbon is signified as a methane, methane, and OIC is used because here carboxylic acid group is bonded with this benzene ring with this phenyl. So OIC, uh, so this OIC is used because here, because this is your carboxylic acid, and this is a suffix that is used in case of your carboxylic acid in your IUPAC system. That is why this is your phenyl. This is your phenyl, and this carbon is constitute as your methane. that is your methane, and E is replaced by your oic acid. So this is replaced by the oic acid. So this its name is phenyl methanoic acid. And the chemical formula of this whole benzoic acid is your C7H6O2. So all the six carbon atom, the benzene contains the six carbon atom, that is a C6 and C7, because here are your carboxylic acid is your seven carbon atom which is attached to this benzene ring, that is why C7H6, because this H is replaced by this carboxylic group, so that is why this seven we are counting is six hydrogen, six hydrogen. So here C7H6 and O2. So the molecular mass of this benzoic acid is your 122.123 gram per mole, and the appearance is your colorless crystalline solid. So this benzoic acid is not present in our liquid form; it is present in our crystalline solid form, colorless crystalline solid form, or you can say the white crystalline solid form. Here, the density of this benzoic acid is your 1.2659 gram per centimeter cube at 15 degrees centigrade, and the melting point is 122 degrees centigrade. So here, this is your benzoic acid, which is our aromatic acid, and this is the structure of your benzoic acid. In this, you can see here, this is your benzene ring, or you can say this is your phenyl, and because a substituent is added on it. So here this is acting as a substituent. That is why it is we are calling it phenyl ring also. So this is your benzene ring, and on the benzene this carboxylic acid function group is attached. That is why it is known as your benzene carboxylic acid or benzoic acid, because benz is for your benzene and oic is because this carboxylic acid is present. So benzoic acid. Secondly, it is also known as your phenyl methanoic acid. So this is the phenyl group that is act as a substituent, and it is your methanoic acid. So this is your phenyl methanoic acid, or you can say carboxybenzene also, and tricyclic also. Next, your chemical formula. So the chemical formula is your C7H6O2, because carbon chain, this benzene ring is having six carbon, and and this is the seventh carbon, this which is carbonyl compound. So this is the 6 7, and the hydrogen is six because one hydrogen is replaced by this carbonyl group. So here this hydrogen is signified here the seventh carbon, seven hydrogen, that is why C7H6 and O2, because here two oxygen atoms are present. Its molecular mass is 122.123 gram per mole, and appearance is your colorless crystalline solid. It means it is present as a solid, not as a liquid. So this is a colorless crystalline solid, or you can say a white crystalline solid. And this density is your 1.2659 gram per centimeter cube at 50 degrees centigrade, and the melting point is 122 degrees centigrade. Next is your insoluble, solubility in water. So its solubility in water is insoluble. It is insoluble in water. Like 1.7 gram per liter, uh, it is not soluble. At 0 degrees centigrade. 2.7 gram per liter, it is 80 at 18 degrees centigrade. 3.44 gram per liter, it is 20 at 25 degrees centigrade, and 5.5 1 gram per liter 40 degrees centigrade. So here it is given that this gram of benzoic acid itne liter at itne temperature is quite soluble, I think. So here it is in, we have taken this itna gram in itna liter, and this is insoluble in water. So here you can see these are at different temperature. This benzoic acid in water. Next is your solubility. So what is in which solvents it is soluble? So here it is soluble in your organic solvents. So here the solubility is soluble in acetone, benzene, CCl4, CHCl3. So this is your soluble in your acetone, benzene, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, alcohol, ethyl ether, hexane, phenyls, liquid ammonia, and your acetate. So this benzoic acid is not soluble in water, but it is soluble in your organic solvents that are your acetone, benzene, carbon tetrachloride, or you can say CCl4, CHCl3, which is your chloroform, or carbon and trichloride or trichloromethane, and chloro alcohol, ethyl ether, hexane, phenyl, liquid ammonia, and your acetate. Next is your uses. So there the uses is given. The uses of this benzoic acid is used as a precursor to plasticizers. So this benzoic acid is used as a precursor to plasticizers. Means it is used in the formation of as a starting material for the formation of this plasticizer. And benzoic acids and its salts are used as food preservatives also. So this benzoic acid is also used. This benzoic acid or its salts are used as a food preservative to preserve the food. And next is your benzoic acid is a constituent of Whitfield ointment. So the Whitfield ointment, in your Whitfield ointment, this benzoic acid is also consequent at a major role, and it also occurred as an ingredient in this Whitfield ointment. And this Whitfield ointment is used for the treatment of the fungal skin disease, such as tinea, ringworm, athlete's foot. So here the fungal it is used as a antifungal treatment also for the skin diseases like tinea, ringworms, and athlete's foot. Athlete's foot means here the uh, the fungus infection in between your toes. So here it is also used in your tinea, ringworm, and your athlete's foot, and as the principal component. This benzoic acid as a principal component is used in this gum benzoin. Benzoic acid is also a major role in both tincture of benzoin and Ferrari balsam. So here this benzoic acid is used as a precursor to plasticizers. This is used as a ingredient of starting material for this plastic for the formation of this plasticizers, and it is also used benzoic acid and its salt is used as a food preservatives, or you can say it is used to preserve the food, and it is also consequence as a consequent of Whitfield ointment. So here it is used in the treatment of this fungal skin disease, that is your tinea, ringworm, and athlete foot. And athlete foot is your the infection between your fungal infection between your toes. Ringworm also your infection on your feet or your scalp as the principal component of gum benzoin. It is constituent as a principal component. Benzoic acid is a principal component in this gum benzoin, and benzoic acid is also a major role. It also plays a major role in both tincture of benzoin and Ferrari balsam. Next is your, it is used as a topical antiseptic and inhalant decongestant. It is also in the antiseptics, also it is used this benzoic acid, and it is used as a inhalant decongestion. Means here it is also used in the decongestion drugs also, medicines also. So this benzoic acid is a precursor to benzoyl chloride. It is used in the formation of this benzoyl chloride and C6H5COCl by treatment with the thionyl chloride, phosgene, or one of the chloride of phosphorus. Benzoyl chloride is an important starting material for several benzoic acid derivatives like benzoyl, benzoate, which is used in artificial flavor and insect repellent. So here, the benzoic acid is a precursor to the benzoyl chloride. So benzoyl chloride is your this C6H5COCl, and it is treated by this benzyl chloride, phosgene, or one of the chloride of phosphorus. And this benzoyl chloride plays a major role in the act as a starting material for several benzoic acid derivatives like your benzoyl, benzoate, and which is used in artificial flavors and insect repellent. So here this benzoyl, benzoate is used, which is your benzoic acid derivative, is used in artificial flavoring. It is used in flavoring as well as insect repellent. So these are the uses of the benzoic acid. The main uses is that fungal infection, that is fungal infection, skin infection, fungus and skin diseases, as a food preservative, precursor to plasticizers, and as a principal component of this gum benzoin. And next is your used as a topical antiseptic, inhalant, decongestant, and benzoic acid is precursor to benzoyl chloride, and which is the starting material for various benzoic acid derivatives like benzoyl, benzoate, which is acting as a, which is used as a artificial flavor and insect repellent. Now, why benzoic acid? Now, the question arises that why benzoic acid is more soluble in an aqueous alkaline solution than neutral or acidic solution. So, this benzoic acid is more soluble in an aqueous alkaline solution than your neutral or acidic solution. Why? This the answer of this question is that the benzoic acid is first and foremost a weak acid and thus dissociate partially in water. So this benzoic acid is a weak acid and it dissociates in water or dissociate partially in water. This benzoic acid is dissociated partially in water. That is your, this is your benzoic acid, C6H5COOH plus H2O, and this benzoic acid, when is reacting with this water, it dissociates into this C6H5COO ion and H3O hydronium ion. So from this equation and the structure of benzoic acid, we can conclude it three things. So here the region one is your, in a neutral solution, benzoic acid is slightly soluble in water. So here in a neutral solution, this benzoic acid is slightly soluble in water and it is nearly insoluble in cold water but highly soluble in hot water. So here you can see that in neutral solution, this benzoic acid is slightly soluble in water, but in the cold water, in case of cold water, this benzoic acid is insoluble, but highly soluble in cold water. So this benzoic acid is highly soluble in hot water, but insoluble in cold water, but it is slightly soluble in water in case of neutral solution. So this is because this is happening because that this benzoic acid is slightly soluble in water and insoluble in cold water, but highly soluble in hot water. This is because even though water can form hydrogen bond with the carboxylate functional group, the bulk of benzoic acid is still the large benzene ring, which can only form van der Waals forces of attraction with water significantly weaker than hydrogen bonding. So this here, because this is happening because this solubility in neutral solution, cold water and in hot water is happening because this even though water can form hydrogen bond, even though there is a formation of hydrogen bonding with the carboxylate functional group, but the bulk of the benzoic acid is still the large benzene, but it is having this benzene ring attached to it. That is why it is forming only van der Waals forces, which is a weaker forces than your hydrogen bonding. So this carboxylate function group is forming hydrogen bonding with the water, but this is the major portion of the benzoic acid, this benzene ring. So this benzene ring is forming a bond with water with the van der Waals forces, only form van der Waals forces of attraction with water. So these are the weaker bonds as compared to the hydrogen bond. Also, even though benzoic acid can dissociate in water, as it is a weak acid, it can only dissociate partially. So here it is dissociating in water, but it is dissociating. Uh, it is dissociating partially because it is a weak acid. So here, which is insufficient to dissolve benzoic acid. So here, this is dissociating partially. That is why it is insufficient to dissolve benzoic acid partially. Thus, benzoic acid is insoluble in water. That is why this benzoic acid is insoluble in your cold water. So here, this is the region first. That is why this benzoic acid is dissociating partially and it is not dissolving in the cold water. So here, the region here, firstly, again I am explaining this that benzoic acid is a weak acid. This benzoic acid is a weak acid, and when it dissociates in this water, it is partially dissociated. So here you can say this is the partial dissociation of this benzoic acid. And from here, this structure of this benzoic acid, we can conclude three things. First is the reason that in neutral solution, benzoic acid is insoluble, slightly soluble in water, but in cold water, it is insoluble. And in hot water, it is soluble, highly soluble in hot water. So here, this is because this is happening because that benzoic acid is slightly soluble in water and it is nearly insoluble in cold water, but highly soluble in water because water of this carboxylate functional group. This carboxylate functional group is forming a hydrogen bonding with the water, but the large portion of this benzoic acid is this benzene ring, and it forms van der Waals force of attraction with water, which are weaker than the hydrogen bonding. That is why this benzoic acid is dissociating in water partially, and it is a weak acid, and it is insufficient to dissolve benzoic acid. Thus, benzoic acid is insoluble in your cold water. Next is your, however, as temperature increases. However, if the temperature increases, more energy is present to overcome the hydrogen bonding between water and molecule, and it forms van der Waals forces of attraction between benzoic acid and water. Also, more energy is present to drive the dissociation of benzoic acid forward, as it is endothermic. Thus, benzoic acid becomes more soluble in hot water. So here, as you increase the temperature of this benzoic acid in water, so the more energy is required, is present, so to overcome this hydrogen bonding between water molecules, so that there is a formation of the van der Waals forces of attraction between weak. So there is a formation of the weak van der Waals forces of attraction between benzoic acid and your water. So the energy which is present in the dissociation of the benzoic acid, it is an endothermic, and this benzoic acid is become more soluble within hot water. So here, from this uh, you can just conclude that if the temperature increases, then more energy is required, more energy is present, so that the hydrogen bonding between the water molecule and this water molecule can overcome to form this weak van der Waals forces of attraction between this benzoic acid and water, and there is more energy is present as to drive the dissociation of benzoic acid forward. So this is the endothermic. This is the endothermic reaction, and third, benzoic acid is more soluble in your hot water. Second case, the region second is that in alkaline medium, benzoic acid becomes soluble. The abundant OH ions will react fully with benzoic acids in acid-base reaction to form water and benzoate ion, which now is soluble in water due to strong ion dipole forces of attraction. So here in your alkaline medium, this benzoic acid becomes soluble. This benzoic acid becomes soluble, and the abundant OH ion So in this benzoic acid is soluble in the alkaline medium because the abundant OH ion present in the alkaline solution that will react with this benzoic acid in acid-base reaction, and there is a formation of water and your benzoate ion, which now soluble in water due to the strong ion dipole force of attraction. So here in alkaline solution, there is a formation of this strong ion dipole forces of attraction. So in the alkaline media, this benzoic acid is more soluble because of the abundant presence of this OH negative ion, and there will be acid-base reaction, and there now this reaction, and there is a formation of water and benzoate ion, and there that is why this is soluble, more soluble in water due to the strong ion dipole forces of attraction. Now the region third, in acidic medium. In acidic medium, the benzoic acid become insoluble. In the acidic medium, the increase in concentration, because there is an increase in concentration of this H positive ion, will shift the position of the equilibrium of dissociation of benzoic acid to the left, causing benzoic acid to be hardly soluble in acidic medium. So here no dissociation. Here the dissociation equilibrium is shifted to the left position, and because of the more formation of this H positive ion in your acidic medium, causing the benzoic acid, which is hardly soluble in acidic medium. That is why this benzoic acid become insoluble. So here in alkaline medium, the benzoic acid is more soluble compared to your acidic medium. In acidic media, the benzoic acid is insoluble because of the increase in concentration of H positive ion. And in alkaline media, there is an increased concentration of OH negative ion. And here, this equilibrium of this, in your acidic medium, the equilibrium of dissociation is shifted to the left, causing benzoic acid to be hardly soluble in acidic medium. Next question arises, why ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid more acidic than your para-hydroxybenzoic acid? So this is the structure of your ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, which is more acidic, because here you can see the pKa value, which is more acidic than your meta-hydroxybenzoic acid, than your benzoic acid, and your para-hydroxybenzoic acid. You can see the pKa value, you can compare it. pKa value of this hydroxybenzoic acid is your 2.98. This pKa value of this meta-hydroxybenzoic acid is your 4.08. The pKa value of the benzoic acid is your pKa 4.19. The pKa value of this para-hydroxybenzoic acid is your 4.58. Because ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, this ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid is more acidic. It is more acidic because in the ortho isomer, strong hydrogen bridge will be formed between the phenol OH and the carboxylate ion, and then this will tend to stabilize the conjugate carboxylate base, hence increasing the acidity. So here in this case, you can see that this carboxylic acid, this ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, in this carboxylate ion as well as this OH phenol, they will form a hydrogen bonding between them. That is why this is more acidic as compared to meta, benzoic, and para. In this case, they are at a distance, and here is no phenolic group, and here it is on more distance. That is why it is more acidic as compared to these. So here, because in your ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid is more acidic, because in the ortho-isomer, this ortho-isomer, the strong hydrogen bonding bridge will be formed between this phenolic OH and this carboxylate ion, and this will tend to stabilize. So here, this will stabilize the conjugate carboxylate base. So this hence increasing the acidity. That is why here there is an increase in your acidity in this isomer of this ortho. So here you can see this is your salicylic acid, and here you can see this is a carboxylate ion, and here there is a hydrogen bonding between this H and this O. So here the OH in salicylic acid, the ortho derivative, it stabilizes the anion due to the hydrogen bonding. So again, I'm telling that this ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid is more acidic than your para-hydroxybenzoic acid because at the ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, which is your ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid, is more acidic because there is a formation of this hydrogen bridge between this phenolic OH and your carboxylate ion. And if there and this will stabilizes your conjugate carboxylate base and increasing the acidity. So here in the structure of this ion and this hydrogen bonding that is forming, the OH in this salicylic acid will stabilize. It is stabilizing the anion of this carboxylate ion, and here due to this hydrogen bonding it is stabilizing. That is why this ortho-hydroxybenzoic acid is more acidic than your para-hydroxybenzoic acid. Next, from the para isomer, the mesomeric effect make the compound less acidic in comparison with benzoic acid. And for the meta isomers, a minor inductive effect operates, but no resonance effect will make it slightly more acidic. So in your para isomer, the mesomeric effect will make the compound less acidic in comparison to this benzoic acid because it is less acidic than your meta benzoic acid. So in that case, in your para hydroxybenzoic acid isomer, it is less acidic in comparison to benzoic acid due to the presence of this mesomeric effect. Next is your meta isomer. In your meta isomer, there is a minor inductive effect operates, but there is no resonance effect. That is why it is making more or less slightly more acidic than these. So here only minor inductive effect operates, but no resonance effect is happening. That is why it is making slightly more acidic. Now the next question is, why is orthomethyl benzoic acid more acidic than your para-methyl benzoic acid? So here this is orthomethyl benzoic acid is more acidic than your para-methyl benzoic acid. So this is a special effect shown by the benzene and its derivatives, but it is not necessarily a steric effect. It is a special effect that is shown by the benzene and its derivative, but is not nearly shown by the steric effect. Nearly all ortho-substituted benzoic acids are stronger than the benzoic acid. So all the ortho-substituted benzoic acid, they are more acidic than your benzoic acid, or you can say they are they are stronger than the benzoic acid. So benzoic acid is a resonance hybrid. It is a resonance hybrid. And so the carboxylic group is coplanar with the ring, and any ortho substituent tends to prevent this coplanarity, and third resonance is diminished, resulting in increased acidic strength. So here the benzoic acid is a resonance hybrid. The resonance is happening in this benzoic acid, and so the carboxylic group is coplanar. So here the carboxylic group is also coplanar with the ring, but this ortho substituent tends to prevent. But if the ortho substituent is present on this benzoic ring, that is preventing this coplanarity with the ring. That is why the resonance hybrid, which is formed in the benzoic structure, benzoic acid, that is diminished in the case of this ortho substituent, and that is why there is an increased acidic strength. Next, why orthomethyl more acidic than your para-fluorobenzoic acid? Because here you can see there is a formation of this hydrogen bonding. In case of orthomethyl benzoic acid, the methyl group attached to this benzene ring the methyl group. You can see here the methyl group is attached to this benzene ring. Sorry, the benzoic acid at the ortho position. So it is stabilized by this conjugate base formed. So that is why the stabilizing is increasing the acidity. But in case of para-fluorobenzoic acid, there is no such stabilization is not seen. There is no stabilization is seen in this para-fluorobenzoic acid. That is why it is less acidic as compared to your orthomethyl benzoic acid. Therefore, orthomethyl benzoic acid is more acidic than your para-fluorobenzoic acid. As you can see, there is a formation of this hydrogen bonding, and due to this hydrogen bonding, there is a stabilization of this conjugate base, which is increasing your acidity of this orthomethyl benzoic acid. Next, what is ortho effect of benzoic acid? So due to the ortho effect, in most cases, ortho isomer of your benzoic acid is strongest acid as compared to simple benzoic acid or meta and para isomer and ortho isomer. So here, because in case of your ortho substituent benzoic acid, it was steric inhibition. Here there is no steric effect. The COOH, that is a carboxylic group, goes out of plane. They are not showing any copolarity with the ring. So hence there is a decrease in the resonance stabilization of acid as compared to anion, make it better acid. So here the acidic character order is your ortho bromobenzoic acid 3.1, meta bromobenzoic acid is 3.93, and the para bromobenzoic acid is 4.1, and your benzoic acid is 4.17. These are more, this ortho ones are more acidic as compared to here. This is happening because due to the presence or due to the inhibition of the steric effect, and there is no copolarity with the benzene ring, and there is copolarity with the benzene ring, and that is why there is a decrease in the resonance stabilization of this acid compared to this carboxylate ion. So this is the acidic character order of this ortho, and in this case you can see the ortho one is more acidic as compared to the other meta and the para and the benzoic acid. So here in this case ortho chlorobenzoic acid, which is having the pKa 2.89, and this meta chlorobenzoic acid, which is having 3.82, and this para chlorobenzoic acid, which is having 3.98, is more acidic than this benzoic acid. And here you can see the orthofluorobenzoic acid, which is having 3.27. Then this metafluorobenzoic acid, which is having 3.87. And next is your parafluorobenzoic acid, which is having 4.14. Next is your benzoic acid, which is having the 4.17. So here you can see this orthotoluenic acid, where the toluic acid is present, CH3 group is present, it is having 3.89. After that, the benzoic acid is acidic than compared to the metabolic acid and your paratoluic acid. And here, this KOA, this is your phenol that is attached on the meta phenol group is present on this meta, and is pKa value is 4.6. So this is less acidic as compared to this meta, because this is on the meta position, and the ortho position is much more acidic as compared to this meta and the para substituent. So this is having a pKa 3.0. That is why it is more acidic as compared to your meta and this meta as well as this para. Next, why is benzoic acid stronger than acetic acid but weaker than formic acid? So acidity of carboxylic acid depends on the type of substance attached to it. So if an electron, the electron withdrawing group increases the acidity while an electron donating group decreases the acidity, the carboxylate ion obtained due to loss of protons should be stable. More the stability, more is the acidity. So the electron withdrawing group phenyl will increases the stability of the anion as it will attract electron towards it. And whereas an electron donating group Methyl will reduces the stability as it will donate electron to the ion. So the acidity of the carboxylic acid is depending on the type of substituent which is added to it, or you can say which is attached to it. If there is an electron withdrawing group that is attached to this, attached to the ring, sorry, to the carboxylic acid, then there will be the increase in the stability, there will be the increase in the acidity, and an electron donating group will decrease this acidity. So the carboxylate ion, which is formed by the loss of this proton, should be stable. More the stability, more is the acidity. If stability will be more, then acidity will also be the more. So an electron withdrawing group will attract the electron towards it. That is why there is a increase. There is increase. This will increase. For example, this phenyl, if attached with this carboxylic group, then it will increase the stability of this anion, and it will also attract more electron towards itself. Whereas an electron donating group, that is your methyl, will decrease or reduce the stability and it will donate electron to the ion. So in case of your formic acid, there is no group attached. So in case of your formic acid, there is no group attached. However, it is even more stable than benzoic acid because the negative charge is present over the oxygen atom, thereby increasing their electronegativity and make it comparatively easier to lose a proton. So here the order of acidity is this is your formic acid, which is having 3.751, then benzoic acid, which is having 4.204, and your acetic acid, which is having 4.756. The next is your why parafluorobenzoic acid is less acidic than parachlorophylloic acid, benzoic acid. So in this case, both are your halogens, and halogens are electronegative than carbon and also possessive lone pair of electron. Thereby, they exert both minus I plus and plus R effect. So here minus a minus inductive effect and the plus resonance effect. So in case of your fluoro, the lone pair of electron are present on 2p orbitals, but they are present in 3p orbital. So they are the lone pair are present in 2p orbital, but they are present in 3p orbital. Since 2p orbital of fluoro and carbon are of almost equal sizes, therefore the 2p, therefore the plus R effect is more pronounced in case of your para-fluorobenzoic acid as in compared to your para-fluorobenzoic acid. So in this case, the lone pair are present in your 2p orbital, but in case of chlorine, it is present in your 3p orbital. That is why due to the since 2p orbital of but the case of this that the 2p orbital of this fluorine are almost same size, but mine plus R effect is more pronounced. But the plus R effect is more pronounced in your fluoro compared to your chloro. So thus in uh, para-fluorobenzoic acid, plus R effect or greater than the minus I effect. So here in your fluoro, the plus I effect is plus R effect is greater than your minus I effect, but in para-fluorobenzoic acid, in minus I effect is outrageous than the plus R effect. So this p-fluorobenzoic acid is a weaker acid as compared to this chlorobenzoic acid, para-chlorobenzoic. Next is your what are the resonance structure of benzoic acid. So the resonance structure of this benzoic acid are shown below. So here the benzoic acid show resonance and it is more acidic than the aliphatic acid because the carboxylate ion is stabilizes by the resonance. So the resonance structures is given here benzoic acid, and this is the ortho position, meta position, and your para position. So here you will see that this oxygen, which is your electronegative, that will withdraw electrons from this carbon. So here it will withdraw electron from this carbon, and they now the carbon will get the positive charge, and to stabilize this positive charge, this double bond will from this carbon it will withdraw electrons. So here this carbon will get the positive charge, and here the bond will shift to this position, and after that again this bond will shift from here to here, and there is a formation of this positive charge here. This carbon will get the positive charge, and there's the again the shipment of this double bond from here to here, and there is a positive charge on this. After that, this double bond is shifted to this position. So you can see here there is a resonance happening in this benzoic structure. Again, this oxygen is negative and this double bond shifted to this position, and there is a formation of this structure. So it can either be from here to here. So here from here, it can be formed here. This structure can be formed. You can see here the double bond are from this right side, and in this structure it is from this left side. So this is the resonance structure of this benzoic acid. So resonance favor non-ionized benzoic acid, and resonance is unfavorable in anion. So in case of your anion, the resonance is unfavorable, but in case of this non-ionized benzoic acid, it is favorable. The resonance is favorable. As you can see here, this bond is shifted to this position. This is getting negative charge oxygen, and after that, this bond is shifted to this. This is happening here. So which is more acidic, phenol or benzoic acid? So phenol or benzoic acid, which is more acidic? So in your carboxylic acid are more acidic than your phenol, because the pK of this carboxylic acid lies between your 3 to 7, and the pK of this phenol lies between your 7 to 10. And lesser the pK, greater the acidity. So here when phenol dissociates, this phenol dissociates, it forms a phenoxide ion, and here the negative charge is spread throughout the benzene ring by resonance, and this stabilizes the phenoxide ion somewhat. But in benzoic acid, that dissociates, if the benzoic acid dissociates, the negative charge is spread over the two oxygen. This negative charge is spread over the two oxygen and the carboxylate ion. While this is smaller area and small number of atoms, over the charge is spread, and this is a since oxygen is more electronegative than this carbon, it's much better at accepting the negative charge. Thus, a carboxylate group is more stable than the phenoxide ion, making benzoic acid comparatively more stable. So this carboxylate ion is more stable as compared to the phenoxide ion. That is why this benzoic acid is your more stable as compared to your phenoxide ion. This is your carboxylate base. Next, this is the carboxylic acid resonance structure. This is now the method of preparation of the benzoic acid. The industrial preparation. The benzoic acid is produced commercially by partial production of toluene. From toluene, it is oxidizes, and in the presence of your cobalt and manganese, this benzoic acid is formed. The process uses cheap raw material and provides in high yield. So in this case, there is a high of this benzoic acid. Next, on the laboratory synthesis by the hydrolysis, this nitrile and amide, this benzo nitrile and benzamide can be hydrolyzed. This benzonitrile and benzamide can be hydrolyzed to benzoic acid, and or this conjugate base of this benzoic acid, or in the basic condition. From benzoyl chloride, this benzoic acid can be prepared from this benzoyl chloride. This is your benzoyl chloride in the presence of your alkali, which is your potassium hydroxide, and oxidizes in the presence of this KMnO4, where there is a formation of this benzoic acid plus KCl plus your H2O. Next, from alkyl benzene. So here you can see the benzoic acid. This benzoic acid is prepared from this toluene. Firstly, it is oxidizes in the presence of this KMnO4 or your alkali, heated, and there is a formation of this salt of this acid. And after that, this hydronium ion, this benzoic acid is formed. And if an alkyl benzene is taken, then in the presence of this KMnO4 and KOH heated, there is a formation of this salt, and there is a formation of this benzoic acid. Aromatic carboxylic acid can be prepared by with this oxidation of this alkali benzene. This is our alkaline benzene with chromic acid, or your acidic or alkaline, this KMnO4. An entire side chain. This side chain is oxidized to the carboxylic group. Length of the side, irrespective of the length of the side chain, primary and secondary alkyl groups are oxidized in this manner, while a tertiary group is not affected. Stably substituted alkenes are also oxidizes to carboxylic acid with this oxidizing age. So the questions. So the first question is your acidic hydrolysis of methyl benzoate directly with benzoic acid, true or false? The true. Next, ethanol chloride on hydrolysis with aqueous NaOH gives acetate ion or acetic ion, acetic acid, propanoic acid, or no reaction. So the answer is your A, acetate ion. Next, this is the which of the following correct structure of your benzoic acid. So this is the correct structure of your benzoic acid. Benzoic ethanoic anhydride on hydrolysis give benzoic acid, methanoic acid, benzoic acid, and ethanoic acid, phenyl ethanoic acid, and methanoic acid, or no product. The answer is B, benzoic acid and your ethanoic acid. Next, which substrate benzoic acid is less acidic? So here the D one is your least acidic, and in sixth, which substrate benzoic is more acidic? That is your A, that is your chlorine CO2, more acidic. Trichlorophényl magnesium bromide on reaction with dry ice followed by acidification in mineral acid gives trichlorobenzoic acid. Next, how can methyl magnesium bromide be converted to propanoic acid? It is by CO2 in the presence of dry ether and hydronium ion. Which of the following cannot be converted to benzoic acid on reaction with KMnO4 QH followed by hydronium ion? So here 4-methyl acetophenone is not formed by the conversion of this benzoic. This cannot be converted to your benzoic acid. So benzoic acid can be converted or prepared by oxidation of tertiary butyl benzene. True or false? That is your true. Next, these are the references of this topic. From here, you can study this topic. And thank you so much for the today topic. Next, in our next lecture, we will study about the chemical reactions of the benzoic acids.